2, 1. Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to another live commentary. This is going to be for an underrated 2016 action comedy called Keeping Up with the Joneses, with a pretty solid cast from 2016. It came out in October. I wanted to do this because the movie has no commentary, and I want to talk about Gal Gadot before Wonder Woman 84 comes out finally. I don't know when that's going to be, but I do like this film. I haven't seen this film in a while. It's a 20th Century Fox movie, so this technically Disney owns this movie now. We're going to get started now. So if you have a copy of this or you have a digital copy, see it with me. I'm going to watch it with the subtitles. Oh, no, there are no subtitles. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to just see it like this. But here we go. Keeping Up with the Joneses. Going to keep it low. Yeah, that Fox logo, we're not going to see that ever again. So. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie. I saw it a couple years ago on the cable, and I had some laughs, and I like the cast mostly, except for Isla Fisher. I just don't care about her. I never liked her. She's basically trying to be like Amy Adams, and she's not Amy Adams. This is Fox 2000 Pictures. Okay, so it's still technically owned by Disney. It's a PG-13 movie, so it flopped at the box office. I don't know why, because this movie is a lot better than Fembusters. That was a big budget movie that cost more, and it was horrible. So you can join me in the chat if you want to hear about the movie. Yeah, look at the dogs. Yeah, the movie takes place in the suburbs, so it's not really a major city. Oh man, yeah. The movie starts with an explosion, a house exploding. And here she comes, the worst part of the movie, in my opinion, because you hire an Australian Scottish woman to play American. It's like when they cast Karen Gillan in something and she's American. I'm like, she's not, right, guys? Nothing against Josh because I know why he's into her, but it's just she's not for me. I don't like foreign women mostly. I know Gal's Israeli, but she has a sexy accent, is really tall, and she's a kick-ass woman, so I can at least give her that. But when it comes to other foreign chicks, I'm not a racist. I just don't care for their accent. It just takes me out of the movie completely. This is the skinny Zach Galifianakis. He lost a ton of weight since the first Hangover movie. He looks a lot thinner, man, but it looks fine. Some people want to lose weight. I mean, I want to, but it's not as easy as it looks. And basically, she's trying to be like like Isla Fisher's trying to be like Amy Adams, look like Amy Adams, but she looks like if Karen Gillan had a sister, like a younger sister, but from Australia instead of from Scotland. I just don't care about her. I never did. I didn't see Wedding Crashers. I didn't like her in Scooby-Doo 2002. I just don't. And she looks like a little girl in that. And I'm not a sexist either because, like I said, I love Gal in this movie. She just owns her sexuality in this movie. And this guy, I think he was in Game Night or something like that. Yeah. Why you didn't see Wedding Crashers? Because it just didn't interest me. And there's a rape scene in that movie, which I don't think is funny. Would this movie be better if it was R-rated? Maybe. I mean, there's one F-bomb in the movie, so I don't know if this is going to be on Disney Plus. Hyena style, yeah. That lady's laugh is weird. Yeah, retailers, the people that do not retail, people that do what was it? Realtors. They love to be weird and convincing, but especially in the suburbs. I'm so glad that we have not seen Isla Fisher in the MCU because I don't want to see her, guys. I'm sorry. I have to endure Pugface and Rachel Weisz and Black Widow later this year if it comes out. If it's on Disney Plus for $30, I'm going to skip it. And here comes the first sex scene in the movie, but I don't get it. It fell off the table. Okay, that was kind of funny. It's just Zach Galifianakis and Isla Fisher. He looks old enough to be your uncle or something. I don't know. Just didn't buy them. Now, John Hamm and Gal Gadot, I buy. And by the way, I wish that he was Batman instead of Robert Pattinson. Why? Because he has that Batman look. I mean, look at him. Look at him. This guy could have been Bruce Wayne. He has the Bruce Wayne look. He could have been Batman like 10 years ago after Christian Bale. But oh well. Yeah. I really think he's a talented actor. Maybe he should be in the DCU or the MCU one day because he could play a really good villain or a really good hero. I mean, did you see Baby Driver? He's really good. Here they come. At least they come really early. We don't have to wait an hour to see Gal. The movie's about 97 minutes. And some of you that know Zach Galifianakis, he voiced the Joker in the Lego Batman movie. I just thought that he didn't have the laugh. You know, he's not Mark Hamill. But yeah, this movie I didn't see it in theaters. I waited till it was on cable and I watched it, and I got a couple laughs. You know, I like the action. The action's really well done. They're not shaking the camera. The director is Greg Batola. I think he should get work again because there's way worse directors that have done comedies, especially in the last decade. Nobody's in the chat, but oh well. You know, maybe they'll join me soon. It's because I did this early because I wanted to get out of the way since I have a lot of things to do today. Zach Galifianakis was everywhere in the 2010s, especially after doing The Hangover in 2009. He was in everything. He was in Due Date. He did the Hangover sequels. He was in a movie with Emma Roberts, and he did voice acting. I'm like I think it was in Puss in Boots. Yeah, it's not Shrek. The Puss in Boots. But he's mostly known for The Hangover. So depressants. Yeah, after this lockdown, I'm probably gonna need those because it's been a long, long freaking isolation. Subtitles. I'm gonna say this right now. Subtitles are not funny, guys. Especially with Asians now. Yeah, that's not funny. This scene, I think, could have been cut, just just out of out of a courtesy because it's been a hard year. And I don't know what the point of that scene was. I'm like, it's an Asian girl on Skype or something with her family, and I'm like, it's subtitled. I'm like, again, subtitles are not funny. It never was funny and never be. They subtitle this scene, yet later when Gal speaks in Hebrew, they don't subtitle it. Basically, she's saying you're a pussy. That's basically what I read online. That's I looked it up. Again, consistency is not a it's not a suggestion, guys. It's mandatory. When it comes to even a comedy, you gotta if you're gonna subtitle it, subtitle everything. Don't just do one thing. Oh yeah, the lady fell. Excuse me, I just got up from sleeping. I haven't barely slept this year, but at least we're almost done with the year. We got 4 months to go, and not a lot of films coming out. And at least when this year is over, I look forward to 2021 because it can't be any worse. It's a shorter year, and I don't have to deal with the BS of 2020. Here comes the most gorgeous woman from Israel, other than Natalie Portman, Gal Gadot. Those long, gorgeous legs, that beautiful face, that sexy accent, that big nose of hers. Just yeah, and her and John Hamm have good chemistry. He could have been Batman. Like I said, I keep saying what if, but they cast Ben Affleck and then they did nothing with him, and now they cast Robert Pattinson. a sparkling vampire as our freaking Batman. No thanks, guys. I'm over it. I don't even want to see a trailer because after Batwoman last year, I don't care. Here's a text. New neighbors. And they're good looking people. You got John Hamm for the ladies, and then you have Gal Gadot for the gentlemen who, like my friend Josh, loves her to pieces. Now I understand with her. Public relations, I couldn't do that. Human relations, I couldn't do that because I'm not a big fan of certain people. Yeah, and dealing with their problems is not my job. I can't deal with it. I'm sorry. I need to be isolated from people because they're just some of them just rub me the wrong way. They're loud and obnoxious. Here's Gal's introduction into the film. His gorgeous hair, the most beautiful hair I've seen. Just, ugh. And if people have a problem with her accent, they can suck it. She's from Israel, guys, not the UK or from Canada or whatever. If Isla was going to be in the movie, they should have just had her Australian accent just to stop trying to hide it. Gal did voice acting in Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yeah, she thinks she's Amy Adams, and she's not. I've seen Amy Adams act, guys. I saw her in Shakespeare in the Park in 2012. Much better. She's not from Greece. She's from Israel. Her voice is soothing. I saw Wonder Woman in the theater, and I'm a man. Yeah. And I saw Justice League, even though no one else saw it. And I haven't seen her in a movie since Justice League in the theater. So I want to see her again. Release Wonder Woman 84. Don't push out and say, oh, we're not going to release it in theaters. We're going to release it on direct to video or on the DC streaming service. I don't want to see it that way. Just release it in theaters limitedly. I'll go see it. Yeah, the kids are barely in the movie because they're not, part of the film. It's mostly for adults. What a talent. Sexy. I don't know what people have a problem with her. I don't get it. This is she has a shitty accent. Again, go to Israel and hear how they sound when they speak English. They're gonna sound like that mostly, unless you're born here, like Natalie Portman was raised here, so she doesn't have the Tel Aviv accent. Sorry. And this is a good looking film. It's not undersaturated. They don't sap all the color out like the bad DC movies we got in the last decade, like Suicide Squad, where they put rainbow colors, but it doesn't fit the tone. It didn't fit. Yes, Gal's very skinny, but again, she's got a beautiful body, guys. I keep saying that a lot because you're gonna hear a lot of Gal love here on my channel because again, I don't hate her, guys. One of the few females from another country that does not her accent does not hurt me because again, I'm into Jewish women. Look at Amanda P. Look at Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman. What do they all have in common? Their ancestry. And they all are gorgeous. I mean, look at them. Australian chicks, I only like Mia Wasikowska. Nicole Kidman's okay, and there's a couple here and there, but there's a lot of them I don't care about. Like Margot Robbie, I never cared about. She's boring to me. Yeah, Gal Gadot's accent. Her husband is a very lucky man to have this beautiful woman be his spouse. Sausage. Hmm. And also the not the twist, but the thing is that they're spies. That's cool. I like the movie Spy with Melissa McCarthy. I think this movie is uh is less annoying than that movie because that movie's way too long. Like it's almost 2 hours. It didn't need to be, and you could have cut out like half of the characters in that movie. You didn't need that Italian dude. You didn't need freaking Melissa McCarthy's friend in the movie, and it's just too long. Paul Feig, you can make a 90-minute movie. You don't need to make a 2-hour comedy. It's not funny. Zach Galifianakis' reaction there. Why do I say this movie's overlooked? Because nobody saw this in the theater. I would have. Yeah, he sounds like he could have been a Bruce Wayne, or he could still get another chance. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal got another chance to be in a Spider-Man movie, just playing the villain instead of a the hero, and he was Mysterio in Far From Home. Oh my God! Yeah, Galifianakis, don't try to be cool. You're gonna hurt yourself. Jeez Christ. Look at that. And I noticed that the gal wears a lot of white in the beginning of the movie, and then later she wears black. And when you see the scene, when we get to the 30-minute mark, you'll see why this movie, I can rewatch it. Hmm. She is a Wonder Woman. I don't know why people have a problem with her. And I'm older than her by a couple months. It's weird. I thought she was like 37 or something. No, she's 35, like I am. You throw like a girl, that's sexist, dude. She's Wonder Woman. She could stick that right in your face. See, that's her look she gave in Wonder Woman when she was on the island on the mascara with the other women. Again, that movie didn't bother me. What I hated in that movie was the ending. The final battle with her and with Ares, I thought was just too CGI ish for me. Hopefully, her fight with Cheetah will be less video gamey and give me her and Kristen Wiig defeating the crap out of each other, scratching each other. Just do something different. I don't want to see a World of Warcraft fight at the end. It just looks really weird. I know there's a lot of CG at the end of Infinity War and Endgame, but you have dozens of superheroes with powers. There was an excuse. It was a war. This is a one-on-one fight, and it took the stakes were not high enough for me. Hopefully, the sequel will be better, have a better ending. And Ham is always a good actor. I liked him in Baby Driver. He did a voice acting job in the first Minions movie. He sounded like a stoner surfer. And I haven't seen Mad Men, but I've heard he's really good in that. He's like a foot taller than Isla Fisher. He's got a really cool voice, manly voice. I don't see Robert Pattinson doing this. I'm Batman. Batman. No, just no thanks, guys. Yeah, you think they're spies? Because Amy Adams, I've seen her act, guys, and she's gotten Oscar nominations. Where's Isla's Oscar nomination? Nowhere. I've seen Brie Larson act. People gave her a lot of shit last year for Captain Marvel. Did you see Room? She made sexy. She was sexy even in an art house, dark, dramatic movie where she's stuck in a house with her little kid, which I'm going to review sometime this month. But I wanted to do a live commentary because it's been a while since I've done one by myself for a non Mission Impossible movie. Look at the time. See, her accent just slips out. Gal doesn't have to hide her accent, guys. It's easy for her. She just embraces it. Don't try to be something that you're not. It's just not going to work for me, especially in this decade. Just because this year was a write-off doesn't mean the next 9 years will be, because it won't. I know it. Gal looks sexy in that thing. I keep saying that. I know, guys. I know. Forgive me. Excuse the hell out of me. I'm a heterosexual man. I like seeing a woman be sexy and embrace her sexuality and embrace her femininity. And this came out before Mission Impossible Rogue. No, after Mission Impossible Rogue Nation and before Fallout came out, which I love that movie. Like I said, the only problem I had was Vanessa Kirby. I don't think she can act, and seeing her in Seven is going to hurt me, unfortunately, because I just don't like these foreign women when they're forced in there. Rebecca Ferguson earned her spot. This girl did not. Less than 20 minutes of screen time in a 2 hour and 20-minute movie, nearly. And yeah, Ham just has the look of a Bruce Wayne. Tell me in the comments or when you see this video later that he wouldn't have been a kick-ass Batman. Even if it was an older Batman, you could have done it. You got Robert Pattinson. His eyebrows are too big. He's a Brit again. You cast another guy from the UK, just like you did when Bale. Bale at least earned his spot, and he did 3 films. What is Robert going to do? 15 movies? You're not Robert Downey Jr. You will never be Robert Downey Jr. He got an Oscar nomination and he got the biggest comeback of his career, and he was on drugs in the 2000s. Now he's one of the most highly sought after actors, more than you, Robert. Oh, you did The Lighthouse and you jerked off. Whoop de freaking do. I don't care. I know I'm a little bit cranky. Well, I didn't sleep much last night. But anyway, I just don't want to see Robert as Batman. If people like, why? You know why now. Don't care about him. It's not just Twilight. I don't like his face. Does nothing for me. It's creepy. I don't get that vibe with Ben Affleck or even with John Hamm. Hamm's a real man. He's not some little boy with big bushy eyebrows. I never liked big bushy eyebrows. I hated it when I was a kid, especially with the Muppets and Sesame Street. I hated big bushy eyebrows. Just it scared the hell out of me. When it on a man, on a girl, it's fine sometimes. Like when with like Lucy Hale. Because really, when you think about it, what does Isla Fisher even do in this movie? Not much. She doesn't hold a gun. She doesn't like in the car chases. She's like screaming because she doesn't know what's going on. The real stars of the movie are John Hamm and Gal Gadot. They're the ones that really do the action, and they're the ones that get the plot going. The film's a little bit slow, I'll give it that, but once it kicks into gear, it's fun to watch. Like about 30 minutes in. Whoopsie. Now, what are my thoughts on the next DC movies that are coming out? Aquaman 2, Shazam 2, and Flash. Well, I'm looking forward to those sequels. I want to see Black Adam in the next movie, and Aquaman 2. I just hope that they take out Amber Heard. And Flash, just give me that movie. That's the one movie I want more than anything in this decade because it's been way too long since we've seen the Flash in a film. Way too long. Even though the Snyder Cut is going to come out next year, I won't be able to watch it until it's on DVD or something because it's going to be on HBO Max, and I don't have HBO, so I wish I did. I can wait. See, it's like now everybody's on the computers and their phones sometimes at the same time. Yeah, there's nobody in the chat, but it's okay. Once this is uploaded to YouTube, they can I can share this on Facebook, and we'll see what happens. Here she comes in her black skirt now. Yeah, she's super thin. Again, not a problem for me. As long as she's not anorexic, I'm fine. At least she's a better looking woman than Kristen Stewart. And this is a better movie than Charlie's Angels from last year. That flopped because it's sexist and it's stupid and it wasn't needed. And you cast three women that have no chemistry with each other. Freaking the girl from Twilight, the girl that butchered the Pink Ranger in the Power Rangers movie, and Jasmine, and some nobody from the UK that called Ella Balanska. Yeah, don't care, don't care. That looks like the black guy from New Moon. Remember the one that was gonna bite Bella, the black vampire with the red eyes. And that's one thing I'm not a fan of in the movie. Like, why is Isla Fisher trying to spy on these two? They're spies. What the hell did you expect? Not every neighbor is what they seem to be. Hey, at least they're not drug dealers, right? Bloomingdale's. Get it? Because she's a woman? That's nice. Oh, this is the scene, yeah, I think where he gets like I think poisoned or something like that. Yeah. Did they go to an underground facility? Yeah. I know this guy. He was in Game On and Mad TV. This looks like the scene in Deadpool when he goes to the bar and he meets Marina Baccarin. Of course, that's a much better movie. It was hilarious. This movie doesn't make my gut hurt, but I like watching it. I haven't seen it for a while, so. Um, and Gal and Marina Baccarin are in the same boat. They've both done DC. Marina's was in Gotham, and Gal's been in Wonder Woman and Justice League so far. And they're both beautiful women with dark hair. Of course, Marina's a lot older, and she shows more of her skin because if you've seen Deadpool, you know what I mean. Ugh. I got to do a commentary for that one day. Here we go. Oh, this is the drink scene. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I think this they show the snake. Yeah. Yeah, I don't drink, guys, because I want to keep my wits. Cobra. Oh my god, yeah, that I can understand him running away. That's a real snake. It's not CGI. There's not a lot of CGI in the movie because it's a low budget movie. It's about $20 million, 20 some million. This is not $100 million budget like RIPD was. I don't know why that got $100 million budget because it got horrible effects and it wasn't funny at all. I didn't laugh. I didn't even smile in the movie. Ryan Reynolds looked bored out of his mind, and Jeff Bridges was a cartoon in that. That's a movie I gotta. Well, I think I did a rant on it, but it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Like that movie hurt me. He cut the snake's head off. Don't worry, no animals were harmed in this movie. It wasn't real when he cut it. So in case you know Pito or these people want to attack me on the chat. Why are you stalking her? I mean, if it was a man following Gal Gadot, I can understand completely. Trust me. Or the pheromones that she emits, just it makes us go crazy. With Isla, I just don't get it. In Scooby Doo, she looked like she was a teenager in that. She looks like she was 12, a preteen. And also, just I've never found her funny or exciting. Even when she did voice acting in Rise of the Guardians, I thought she was weak. This is one of the reasons Corona happened, guys, because they sell illegal animals on the black market. You should never do that. Don't ever do that. We don't want to go through something like this again. Snakes, bats, mice, whatever, just don't do it, okay? This scene would not be in a movie today because of what happened. But this was 2016. This was not a good year, but it was a lot better than this year. I can easily say that. At least we had a summer full of movies. Not the best movies, but we had Finding Dory. We had Captain America: Civil War. We had Star Trek Beyond. That's more than what we got this summer, which were a bunch of movies on Disney Plus, Netflix, and etc. Oh, this is the scene. Oh my god. Oh my god. She looks like a Victoria's Secret model. Give me a minute, guys. Oh my god. You are delicious, my woman. Oh my god. I think my cheeks are starting to get tingly. I know how it makes you feel. Sexy and like a woman. Isla looks like a little girl next to her. Mm. Mm. Oh my god, that ass. Yeah, I am getting tingly. My face is getting a little bit tingly. Well, guys, that's how a woman makes me feel. I'm a heterosexual man. I'm only attracted to living, breathing, female, decent smelling, women that take care of themselves. That's my kind of thing. Mm. Oh, so sexy. Just so sexy. Yeah. If I get tingly feelings when I go to see Wonder Woman or Black Widow, you know exactly why, guys. It's not a mystery. I mean, look at me. Look at me. I'm a decent looking guy, young, and I'm attracted to women. So there's nothing about them that I would change. If they're beautiful and they embrace who they are and they're not pretentious, I'm fine with it. I'm not gonna eat a snake. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't eat lizards or reptiles. I eat animals. I eat. Let me rephrase that. I eat meat and vegetables. That's it. I don't eat animals that are not supposed to be edible. I have hot dogs. I have burgers. I have chicken. Like normal people. I'm not a cannibal. I promise, guys. I don't eat people. I just don't do that. At least Zach Galifianakis doesn't look bloated like Vicki Lewis did in Upside Down Magic. I don't know what the hell happened to her face. She's like a balloon now. She's 60 years old. I guess she's old now, but come on, why did you get so fat? Galifianakis lost most of his weight, and Jonah Hill and other people, but yet this lady just gained so much weight. How far are we in the movie? Like 30 minutes? Oh, it bit his neck. It bit his arm. Okay, that's the funniest scene so far. Yeah, the snake just grabbed onto his hand. Ooh, man. Don't try this at home, people. Don't try a jackass stunt where I'm going to let a venomous snake bite me in the hand. No, or in the arm. Don't. Oh my god. Oh man, this scene's funny. Yeah, this got me when I first saw it. That's not funny, Asian dude. That's scary. Look at him. He can't feel a thing. He's like, "Day." And here we go. More sexiness with her lingerie. Oh my God. Yes, Josh. I would love to see Caitlyn in a scene like this, just rubbing up against a man. I'm like, yeah, she's so sexy and she embraced her sexuality. And no, she isn't a lesbian. That's just the character she played in. Oh my God. And I'm not into lesbianism, but Gal being, that's just trying to let Isla embrace her femininity. I'm like, yeah, don't be afraid. Gal is a desirable woman. I gotta say that right now on the air. Yeah, and those dark brown eyes. Yeah, strong, sexually vibrant women. Well, I don't find Isla like that, but hey, different strokes for different folks. Look at that belly. She even creates life, which is that's the best superpower a woman has. Estrogen to create life, make babies. Beautiful thing, man. And Gal makes beautiful bit children. I know. I've seen her baby. Mm. See, she's not stupid, Isla. See, exercise, not exercises. See, her and Sophia Turner have a big problem with pronouncing certain words. You look like you're having a seizure. Yeah, her eye was twitching and it looked really cool. Yeah, at least in this scene, it makes sense for the plot to show that Gal is not just a regular housewife neighbor, and she embraces her femininity. Yeah, that scene was funny with the snake biting his hand because I remember that scene. And did he give him truth serum? Yeah, it's like the scene in Man and the Wasp, which I love that movie too. I don't know. I don't get why certain people hate some of the MCU movies. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all because those movies, there's problems in some of them. Yeah, but they're not like some of the DC films that made me feel empty inside. Like when I saw Suicide Squad or Man of Steel, they just take me out of it. I liked Wonder Woman, but I didn't like the ending. Justice League could have done better if they didn't rush it. I love Aquaman, but Amber Heard's got to go. Shazam was amazing, but I didn't like the villain, and I don't like Megan Good. Sorry. And Birds of Prey. The less we say about that, the better. I just don't care. The next one is Wonder Woman 84, but just release it already. And I like that John Hamm is not taking himself so seriously. Like he's in on the joke. You know, they're flying. Ouch. Eat some bread. I'm hungry. So if I'm not talking too much, I'm like, yeah, I already got over that tingly feeling when my cheek was starting to vibrate. Because I love Gal, and she's gorgeous. Banning her movie because she's Israeli is racist. Shame on you, Arabic countries that did that. Shame on you. She said exercise, exercise, not exercise. I don't know where that comes. Her accent is slips in and out. Hmm. Yeah, if you're having a downgrade in your marriage, just spice it up a little bit. Guys, here's a tip before you get married. Notice your woman all the time. Yeah, that is a nice outfit, but it's not that Isla Fisher is ugly. It's just she's not for me. It's the accent. It just takes me out. I know. Make more of an effort. Get excited. Be happy that you're with a woman. Trust me. I wish I was with a woman. Damn it. And feminists aren't going to watch this video anyway. Why? Because I'm a man and I like to see look at women. I didn't get any of this in The Force Awakens, guys. Every woman in these movies, in the rehash trilogy and Rogue One, they don't wear feminine clothes. And even when they do, like in Solo, you can't see it. The whole movie's in the dark. What is it with the women in these movies? No, Kathleen Kennedy, that feminazi, is like, oh yeah, and by the way, you men are not going to look at our women because we're not going to objectify women. It's not objectifying. It's called being heterosexual and want to see women. We have needs. There's nothing wrong with them. Mm. I know she's persuasive. Listen to her voice. It's jalapeno, not jalapeno. See, they say things wrong. I don't know what. And Galifianakis doesn't have an accent. I don't know where he's from, but he's not Mark Wahlberg, where he's like, jalapeno peppers? I know people say things different way. I mean, Josh is from Tennessee and he has an accent. It doesn't bother me. The accent's awesome, Josh. Keep it. Trust me, it makes you an individual. And if people love Margot so much, why don't they go see her movies in the theater? Huh? What's the excuse there? Bombshell flopped. Legend of Tarzan flopped. Birds of Prey, excuse me, flopped. Where were you? And don't tell me coronavirus because it was in February. It came out a month before. It had time to make money, and it didn't. Thanks to Sonic. Thanks a lot, Sonic. Why is she power walking at night? That makes no freaking sense. I'll tell you, she's such a snoop. I'm gonna find out who the Joneses are. I'm gonna sneak into the house. Yeah, that's called trespassing. It's a crime. You'll get jail time for that. Gal just embraces who she is, and that's exactly why I'm so attracted to her. I like women that know that they're women. They're not trying to be non-binary and look like me. Mm-mm. No, like that woman in John Wick 3. You're a woman. Stop pretending that you're not. Just stop it. You are what you are. You can't change that. You can't change what you are. If you're black, you're black. If you're Asian, you're Asian. If you're white, you're white. If you're Hispanic like me, you're part, just say that you are. People thought I was white. I'm like, I'm not white, guys. Mm-mm. I got 3 views already. I know this is going to be a controversial commentary, but again, guys, my channel's not for young children. I've said that since 2013. My audience is mostly adults. We have to be adult here. It's YouTube. It's not meant for kids all the time. Kids have their videos now. It didn't even affect YouTube. Now, kids' videos, you can't put them in your playlist. There are a lot of computers in this movie, so it's an up-to-date movie. It's not like they try to do a 1940s movie. Mm. They're not the villains. That would have been a nice twist that Gallon and John Hamm were villains, but they're not. The villain is Patton Oswalt, but he doesn't appear for a while. 45 minutes in. He shot her in the face with a dart. Yeah, you deserve that, Isla. You've been talking too much in the movie. You're not funny. You're just not. She ain't no comedian. She ain't no Lucille Ball. I'll tell you that. For old school watchers, yeah. She was hilarious, and she was cute. And had a long career in television and in movies. Lucille Ball was awesome. We miss her. Most of the things that are funny that happen to Isla Fisher are physical comedy. The dart in the face, yeah, that's funny. Wow, is that kind of fun? Because you're a very strong man. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. One of the reasons we don't see Isla anymore is because she's married to Sacha Baron Cohen, who you know how over the top he is. And basically, Karen got her career now because you see her in everything. She was in Jumanji and Guardians and Avengers Infinity War, and she did a voice in Spies in Disguise. She's in almost everything, guys. I'm shocked she wasn't in Onward or Brave because that would have fit her category. Yeah. Yeah, 3.5 years I haven't seen Gal on the big screen, and people wonder why I'm so repressed. I need a woman in the theater that I can actually look at, guys. No more hobos. No more. No more Michelle Dockerys. No more Felicity Jones. No more. No more. Has the most amazing smile, man. Just dry hump him like you're riding a horse. Mm. Okay, at least I'm nourished now. I'll drink some water. I think this guy was also in Tammy, but he was barely in it. Yeah, I've seen him before. I know. At least there's nobody annoying in the movie. I don't like Isla Fisher, but it's just personal taste. I don't find her that annoying in the movie. In Wedding Crasher, she's just crazy, and I'm like, yeah, that's not funny. And her brother is raping Vince Vaughn in the bed. That's not funny, guys. That would not fly today. Yeah, rape is not funny. It never is. It's messed up. Excuse me. Joneses are spies. I knew that in the first 10 minutes of the movie, guys. It doesn't really come across. I mean, they have a gun in the front here, and John Hamm looks like James Bond. Yeah, and again, this is a lot shorter. No Time to Die doesn't need to be 3 hours to be entertaining. They planted a bug in our house. I can't believe I let Tim diaper me, dupe me, diaper me. They're texting each other. Yeah, that's how people are. I'm meeting with Carl Pronger and security. Robert Dunn. Yeah, he was in the Godzilla remake. He was in the Transformers movies with Shia LaBeouf as Shia LaBeouf's dad. That's what you remember him from. But the thing is that yeah, I haven't seen him in a movie in a while. I like him as an actor. I'm one of the few people on YouTube that didn't hate the 1998 Godzilla because again, I embrace it for being different than the original. It wasn't a carbon copy like the Disney remakes. Those are complete garbage because they're the same movies just done worse and longer. That's not what we wanted. I know. They're not Russian. John Hamm, I don't know what he is. He's probably a mix of Eastern European and Gal is from Israel. So beautiful, beautiful woman from Israel. Maybe that accent, I should hear more of it instead of this god awful, boring, freaking UK accents that just hurt me. No offense to John out there, John Quinn. He's a friend of mine that's from the UK, but I'm saying most of the women over there just they sound like robots. Sorry. There's not a lot of music in the movie too. You notice how action comedies have like a lot of like spy music. This movie doesn't really have it until like the second half of the film, but it is different. I like that it's different than Spy, that came out a year before this. Oh, trust me, I know exactly what that saying means. I have had these worthless trolls on YouTube and Facebook stalk me, or they hacked my page, and I had to change my password like yearly just so that it doesn't happen again. Yard sales, those are not happening this year. And I'd rather see this movie than Mastermind. I tried to watch that, and the first 5 minutes I shut it off. And I love Kristen Wiig, but I didn't laugh once. I didn't even smile. Besides with Kristen Wiig being sexy. Well, that sucks. Yeah, and this movie came out in October, which is not really a good month for action movies. I mean, usually when a movie comes out in September or October, yeah, now the action finally kicks in. It takes a little while, but it takes almost an hour. But it starts as an urban comedy, as a suburban comedy, and then there's some gunplay. Here we go. That's supposed to be in Georgia, and that's where my friend Levy lives. So, yeah, Levy, they filmed the. I think they filmed the movie in Georgia. There's a car from Georgia here. See, that's all she does. She screams. Yeah, listen, listen, shrimp on the Barbie. Get in the car. Yeah, that's what I liked about Deadpool. Nobody was faking an accent in that movie. Zach Galifianakis is running. He was gonna leave Isla Fisher. I don't blame you, Zach Galifianakis. Trust me, not worth it. Not worth losing your life over. Gal maybe, but not her. Sorry. Really, the Joneses are the main characters. Their names are in the title, so it's a saying, but it's they're the Joneses. Yeah, she squeals like a pig. God, she's just this is when she gets annoying in the movie when she squeals like a pig. That's just sad, man. Sad. This scene is cool. At least the action kicks in finally. It takes a while, but it's a slow burn. But I remember the action really being shot well. I could see what's going on and not shaking the camera. Olivia Megaton didn't do this movie. Laughable, so laughable. Gal's like shooting up these guys from motorcycles, and what is she doing? Screaming. The kids are barely in the movie. Like they're in the beginning, and I think they're at the very end. I don't remember. It's been a while. And I'm keeping this DVD. Physical media is not going anywhere. I'm keeping my copy because I have it digitally, but I want to have it physically so that nobody can steal it from me. Because this might not be on Disney Plus a year from now because it's a Fox movie. Yeah, exactly. Shut up, Isla Fisher. Hold on. Some tissue. I need some tissue. Ugh. It's like, that's just bad direction when you have to tell a girl to scream like a bitch. Yeah, unless you're on a roller coaster, that should not be the case. Gal doesn't scream like that, or Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. She doesn't scream like that, guys. That's just cartoonish, you know. Granted, this is not a cartoon because I've seen worse. Good stunt work. I like the motorcyclists. It's real. It's practical. It's not CGI. That was cool. Yeah, this is when the action kicks in. It's not Mission Impossible, but it's not trying to be, guys. That's a bomb. They're driving backwards, which is hard. Shut up, Isla Fisher. You're annoying. Yeah, her screaming, she does it like 4 times in this scene. Oh, she's screaming because she's in danger. Again, you're a grown woman. Grow a pair. Stop being scared. Hmm. She's putting the roof of the car up. We're about an hour in. It didn't feel that long. I guess because the movie's short. It's only 97 minutes. It's short and sweet. It didn't need to be 2 hours long. Throw it. Gal, you're so hot with a gun. Look at that. That's her slow-mo scene, like in Fast and the Furious 5 and 6. There it is again, screaming. Kaplooey! And unlike Michael Bay, where he blows everything up, this made sense. See, she has that look in her eye, like, I'm going to kill you. And I'm like, oh my God. She has like that stern look. I'm like, yes, so sexy. So kosher. This is the scene where she calls him a pussy, yeah, but it's not subtitled. See, like trying to put the sub. Oh wait, oh no, wait, there are subtitles in this movie. I was wrong. I'll just put it for this scene. Yeah, she looks like Lara Croft in this scene because she has like a tank top and her hair out. Yeah. Yeah, all Isla did in that scene was scream like a bitch. 5 times she does it in the same scene. Jeesh. I've seen 16-year-old girls that have more courage than she does. 17. I know. I know exactly what you are. She's not Greek, of course not. She's not the girl from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. HR, not PR, my bad. Human relations. Yeah, see, she's speaking Hebrew. She's like, yeah, that's what that's what it sounds like, guys. I don't hear that language very much unless it's Hanukkah. And my friend Tevyo can vouch for that. Yeah, it sounds kind of sexy. It's like, so I'm like, I know. Have you seen American Housewife? Yeah. She said you're a pussy in Hebrew, but she said it so hot. Like it doesn't bother me, guys, because again, I lived in a very Jewish area when I was a kid in the '90s, so I know exactly what that's like. Those people are chosen. There's a reason for it because they're peaceful. They're not gonna get into any of these politics and wars. Like, yeah, she's so hot, man. It kind of comes out of nowhere. Like you don't expect her to speak Hebrew in the movie, but it's one of the few films that she did because she didn't do that in Fast and the Furious or Wonder Woman or what was the other thing called Wreck-It Ralph 2 because it's a kids movie. They're not going to want to subtitle anything. Well, no one's watching right now, but it's okay. I get why. It's summer, guys. I know. Go outside if you can. If not, just stay home and watch stuff. That's what I'm doing, so I can stay home and be safe. It's been a long, long freaking year. Normally, I wouldn't want summer to end, but at this point, I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to get to fall. Maybe Comic Con will happen. It'll give me something to do. Yeah, we thought they died. Now died that fast. They blew up the house. Yeah, that's the beginning of the movie where you saw the house blowing up. Ooh, man, it blew up like a movie, like a Michael Bay movie. We knew they didn't die. I mean, they're not that stupid. Yeah, it's Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, so my friend doesn't live in Atlanta, but he lives in Georgia. Be safe out there, Levy, because there's a lot of crazy weather out there, and rain and with crazy winds. It's been crazy. Like just this whole year was like that. First, you have a year where there's no snow in the beginning of the year. Then you have a spring that was isolated, and now you have a lot of crazy winds, snow, rain, and hot weather, like intense heat. I know I was outside yesterday. It was like 91. Ugh. I like warm weather, but it's too intense heat. Walking in that with a mask on your face, not recommended. God, I hope that I don't have to do that next summer in 2021. Okay, that was kind of funny. Chicken parm. Yeah, because I already reviewed this movie, and reviewing it again wouldn't make any sense. So I wanted to just do a commentary for it. Nobody was in the live chat, but again, no one's heard of this movie. When I do my podcast with, and there she is again screaming again. Shut up, Isla Fisher. It's not funny to scream. And also, I'm doing a podcast with my friend on Saturday for Frozen 2. So maybe that one will get some views if I do it later. And also, later this month, I'm going to do Balls of Fury and Vampires Suck. Because, yeah, I'm the only guy that's going to probably do a live commentary for that. It doesn't matter. I'll share this on Facebook and I'll get some more views. And really, that realtor was annoying anyway. I know. Trust me. You really think that I'm gonna you think I'm gonna be fooled of what's gonna happen in the theaters when they reopen? I'm like, no, just reopen the theaters and let me go to the theater. I need that fix. I haven't had that fix since Sonic. That was a long time ago, guys. That was like back in February. It was freezing outside. I know you're compassionate and sensitive, gal. I've seen also um gal she kisses babies and she's she's very human. If you've seen her at a Comic-Con when she saw that little girl, yeah, that's CG. But good stunt work. If you've seen her at Comic-Con with that little girl, that Asian girl dressed up as Wonder Woman, she was crying and she comforted her. See, because she is compassionate and sensitive, like the real Wonder Woman. Microchips is in everything. Soon, the whole world is going to be run by that. Machines, computer chips. But it doesn't make people non-binary. Only machines are binary, have binary codes, not people. Unless there's a chip inside of your brain, yeah, then there's no reason you should say, I'm not binary. No, that's another movie. That's another. I've seen worse. Margot's a psychopath in Birds of Prey. Connect with them, and we have to stay 6 feet apart. Yeah, I don't think connection is going to happen until next year. Like the only thing that connects everybody is the internet because everybody's on here. Nearly everybody that has a internet browser can attest to that. These are human beings. Yeah, but some people don't act human. All these rioters and racists and all that. Yeah, get over yourselves, guys. There's a bigger picture here. Like next year, that's a bigger picture. We want to make it there alive. So many people got coronavirus because look at here. You have to stay home, stay away from people. I've done that most of my life. I like being alone sometimes because it helps me think and it helps me stay alive. I'm not a pussy because I stay in the basement a lot. I'm like, I want to stay alive, guys. I want to live. I want to live to see the Flash movie. I want to get married one day, have a child, meet Gal, meet freaking Caitlin Deaver, meet I don't know, people, and connect with them the right way, like I did last year when I met Olivia Wilde or when I met Amy Jo Johnson. I felt that connection with them. I was just smitten, and I'm a grown man, not a little boy. That was a good one, Lady Macbeth. That's a good line. That's funny. She is a Lady Macbeth because she won't shut up. So, in Shakespeare plays, there's just some characters that are too chatty. We're almost done, right? We're about 20 minutes left, 31 minutes. But I just think that Patton Oswalt is introduced way too late to be a threat. He should have been in the movie a lot sooner, like about 40 minutes in. I was like, that face of just. Because when you compare her to someone like Isla, I'm like, there's no competition, guys. Yuck! He says, "Shut up, Lady Macbeth." That's funny. A flipper phone. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Some people use them because they're cheaper. Trust me, if you had put Gal in Mission Impossible, I would have loved it. But you instead you were gonna bring back Vanessa Kirby and you're putting Haley Atwell, that that forgettable actress from freaking Captain America: The First Avenger. Yeah, she got her own show and nobody saw it, guys, because nobody cares. That's Patton Oswalt, just with his voice uh, changed. Yeah, they even show gals like bosoms right in my face when they turn the camera in 360. They show it like right there. I'm like, again, guys, she has them and they're beautiful. They're not huge like a porn star, but they're fine. Yeah, there is one scene that I think should have been cut, but that's only because I'm not into the whole gay thing. Hmm. Yeah, he looks fine. Now this looks like Mission Impossible 3. Yeah, on the when he's on the roof. And there's Gal's black suit again, or well, her black like cat suit. I'll just lower it so that I don't get a copyright strike. Even though this movie, Fox doesn't care about it anymore because Disney owns Fox now. Yeah, don't change too much, Gal. You're beautiful just the way you are. Don't go under the knife. Don't change your hair color. Just be who you are. We all love you for that. That's why a lot of guys went to go see Wonder Woman, and they're gonna go see the sequel if it gets released in theaters. Well, none of the lower. I don't want to get a copyright strike, so again, Cameron Diaz did it better in The Mask when she was in the Coco Bongo. And these two just don't have a chemistry. They're supposed to be a married couple, but I just don't buy them. Now, Gal and John Hamm, I do. Look, John Hamm, the reactions in these movies, the facial reaction. Thank you, John Hamm. Thank you for saying that. We don't have time for this. It took them 30 seconds. Yeah, that it. Some people just like to have sex way too fast. I mean, you're not the Flash. You don't need to do it in 30 seconds, guys. And they don't show anything. You notice because they don't have the chemistry. Like he had more chemistry with other women in other movies that he's done. Galifianakis. It's a nice looking hotel. Because Patton Oswalt at the time was doing the Goldbergs. He's done the voice. He's been the narrator for the past 5 or 6 seasons now. Yeah. Mm. And no, you can't cast Isla to play Mary Jane. She's too old. I think she's like in her 40s now. You need somebody younger that can be with Tom Holland. You can't be with a girl that's 20 years older than him. I would say Ariana Grande or something like that, or Caitlin Dever. She's almost a perfect age for it. Yeah. Yeah. Good to see Patton Oswalt here too. He we're gonna see him at the very end, even though he should have been in a lot of the film. Like in Spy, the villain's not in at the very end. Ooh, semi-automatics. Gorgeous Asian girl behind him. Because why not? If you're gonna have a henchwoman, let her be a hot Asian woman. Yes, I said it, guys. Get over it. I don't know what kind of Asian she is, but she's beautiful. Look at that. She looks like Jamie Chung from Big Hero 6, the Dragon Ball Evolution movie, which is horrible. But she's one of the best spots of that movie, and she's one of the best things in that. And she was also in Premium Rush and unfortunately Sucker Punch, but I do like her. Yeah, it was the night. It was the middle of January, 1980 something. Yeah, you probably know his voice as the voice of Remy from Ratatouille. He's got a very recognizable voice, Patton Oswalt. Yep, he's worked for Disney a lot. Yeah, that's what people live off of now. They might as well have food, water, air, and computer chips because that's all they're on all the time. Their computers, their phones, their tablets, their freaking video game systems. Yeah, everything has a computer chip, guys. Even old DVD players and Blu-ray players have it. I know those questions. I don't know, gorgeous, but and this didn't come out of nowhere. I've always liked actresses that are Israeli or Hebrew descent mostly. It's not a. It's not a. It's not. It was never a mystery. They just have an essence to them that I'm drawn to, very drawn to. That looks like a that ball looked like. Excuse me. That ball looked like one of those pellets at Chuck E. Cheese, which is sad that it's closing soon. I'm gonna miss it. Excuse me. Yeah, human resources, not relations. Okay, that was funny. You hit him with the ball. See, he could have easily been Batman. He has a walkie-talkie. He's on a roof. He wears black. Yeah, John Hamm should have been Batman. After Ben Affleck was gone, they should have just picked him. You could have easily done a Batman movie with him. I mean, you had a new Joker 3 years after the failure of Jared Leto. Which no, I'm not looking forward to him as Morbius. I heard he's going to be in Tron 3, but please don't make him blind. Please don't make him underused. He's a good actor. Stop wasting good actors, Hollywood. Hmm. Yeah, because Morbius I just never cared about, even in the comics and in the Spider-Man cartoon. He's just not very interesting. He's a vampire. That's it. We've seen that. Asian girls. Yeah, when we got Joaquin Phoenix over as a Joker over Leto, I'm like, yeah, again, that worked. That freaking worked because he embraced the source material. The movie's almost over. Why is Zach Galifianakis shaking like he's having a seizure? It's like I'm like, yeah, it's not going to save you. It's just going to make the pain more once you get shot. They did get Bin Laden back in 2011, but again, guys, I'm not political. I've never seen Homeland, by the way. Yeah, see, F bomb. It's not a big deal anymore, guys. That's what I want to say about this year. I freaking hated it because it started terrible and it's going to end that way. As long as it ends and I live and I don't get coronavirus, I'm fine. Yeah, they put eyeshadow on Gal to make her look a little more exotic looking. But like I said, she doesn't need makeup to be sexy, guys. I've seen her without makeup. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that wasn't needed in the movie. You could tell Gal wasn't into that scene. That's awesome. Thank you for that, Gal. I've been living a lie too. I'm like, what is this? The scene, the end of Sausage Party, where the taco was like, I'm in love with Kristen Wiig's buns. I'm like, that kind of comes out of nowhere. Yeah. How dare you, Isla Fisher? Don't ever kiss Gal Gadot again, please. I've been living a lie too. No. I already saw that in Booksmart. I don't need to see that again. It wasn't needed. Caitlin Deaver's not gay, guys. I know that. She's very feminine and beautiful, and I'm drawn to her. I would love to see her as Batgirl. That was awesome. Gal throwing the knife right in the guy's neck. That was pretty cool. Me too. Mm. Her voice is screeching. Dude, you're not Tom Cruise. You're not gonna. He's not gonna. He's gonna crash right into the glass. Yeah, not in this movie. Yeah, he's not mission. He's this isn't Mission Impossible. Wow, you shot up glass window. Raw freaking oh, Isla Fisher. That's the only thing you do in the whole movie. She does one thing in the movie, just like freaking in Jupiter Ascending when Mila Kunis doesn't do anything until the very end, and I'm like, yeah, that's not a strong woman, guys. That's just it's weak. Man, that's high. Jump. Thank you. Jump. Good stunt work. Yeah. Yep. Blew up. The movie's almost over. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. The very few people that did see this live commentary, thanks a lot. Nobody was in the chat because again, it's summer. Nobody's really on the internet right now. It's only 12. Hey, Milos, but you're a little bit too late. The movie's almost over. So yeah, leaving your comments now is fine, but it's almost done. Yeah, shooting a window once is not enough, guys. You got to be doing more than that. Rebecca Ferguson in the whole movie in Rogue Nation, she fights for herself and she can defend herself, and she's badass with a dress on. Yeah, maybe Milos, you can leave a comment on my when the video's uploaded to YouTube later if you've seen this movie. I know a lot of people didn't. That's why when they saw the live stream, like I don't really care, but it's a fun movie. It has its flaws. Like I said, I can't stand Isla Fisher in the movie. I think she's just really weak, not funny. She screams too much, and she does one thing at the very end. She shoots a window. Wow, she's freaking Lara Croft. No, John Hammond and I'll carry most of the action sequences. That's a cool car. That could have easily been the Batmobile because it looks like it. Just put a bat wing on the top of it and flames, and there you go. It's the Batmobile. I'm telling you, they really need to make John Hamm Batman one day. At least voice Batman. Come on. They can still do it. I mean, there's plenty of voice actors that have done Batman that have been famous, like Kevin Conroy. He is the voice of Batman from my childhood in the animated series. Now we're out of the suburbs and in one summer later, yeah, 2021's got to be better. Now we're in the set of Aladdin. I mean, it looks like it. Looks like the set of the Aladdin remake. This is Hasim's Cafe. But tell me you didn't see this ending and think the Aladdin remake or the Mummy with Tom Cruise or something. Yeah, I don't want to use a peace pipe, guys. I don't vape. I don't use hookahs. I don't get high because I want to keep my brain cells. There's Gallon, another gorgeous outfit at the end. You are still beautiful, Gal. Can't wait to see you in Wonder Woman. Just a couple more months. I hope to God that it comes out in October because I really don't want it to get delayed for 2021 or get put direct to HBO Max for $30. You can see Wonder Woman 84 the week before it comes out in theaters. No thanks, guys. I'd rather just see it cheaper in the theater. I want to see Gal on the big screen. It's been way too long. Even Kristen Wiig, I haven't seen her on the big screen in a while too. Hell, the beginning of that movie, she's having sex with John Hamm in Bridesmaids. Yeah, it's really weird because it comes out of nowhere. Usually they save that for the middle of the film or at the end, not the beginning. It's a doll. Yeah, Aladdin would have been a better remake if it had guns in it or they did something different. Not make the same movie, make it 2 hours, and put more songs and more freaking padding in the movie, and have a Gage Afar say, "Bring me the lamp." Yeah, that was stupid. And we're done. That's the end of the movie. Yeah, an hour and 37 minutes. It's a fun movie. I still like it. I still love Gal. I love John Hamm. I think he's a great lead. He should be in more movies. I really want to see him in something good in this decade. I like the film, guys. If you've never seen it, I would recommend watching it. If it's streaming somewhere, you can watch it. And if you get the DVD or Blu-ray, the digital copy will probably still work if you have movies anywhere. I like the film. I know a lot of people didn't. Critics hated it. It bombed at the box office. It's not great, but it's still worth a watch. And one more thing, I'm going to be doing a lot of live commentaries throughout the rest of this year because there's a lot of movies that deserve commentaries that don't have it, like this and other films. And there's a lot of hidden gems out there. Stay home, watch some films. This gave me a couple laughs. I did laugh even a second time watching it after a couple years. And like I said, Gal's awesome in the movie, guys. She's just a beautiful Israeli actress that I get into every time I see that face and that nose and hearing that sexy voice. Yeah, she's for me. I can't say that about a lot of foreign women. But anyway, thanks for watching. The very few of you did, Milos and the people that were watching it live. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next review, hopefully later tomorrow. Okay, or so on. Later, guys.